Good evening, I'm Mark Seal with your Lime Sports World. Barbados warmed up for their forthcoming FIFA Football World Cup qualifiers by whipping St Lucia 4-0 at the National Stadium last night in a friendly. CBC's Andy Thornhill was there.
St Lucia in possession. They didn't have a lot of opportunities, but they missed that one, and it was golden. Possession without converting. Sometimes you can pay the penalty. Barbados in transition on the left flank, and a good pass. Revere Williams, though, he knows how to find a net. Into the onion bag. Revere's off to the races. Barbados 1, St Lucia 0. Signs of things to come. What a deft touch from Kadeem Atkins, the first of two. That was in the 45th minute. Second half business. Who's there again? He's the mailman tonight. He delivers. Kadeem Atkins in the 67th. Barbados 3. The St. Lucians virtually dead and buried. The Undertaker, my friends, is on his way. Goal number 4, Kyle Gibson. Barbados 4, St. Lucia 0. Victory. And it was sweet. Andy Thornhill, CBC Sports.
On to basketball, the dynasty ends at 9. 9-time women's basketball champions Impact Station Hill Cavaliers lost in their effort to make it 10 straight titles when they went down to Act 2 Popcorn Clapham Bulls last night at the Community College. The Bulls won the final series 2-1 by taking Game 3 by a 20-point margin, 64-44.
Wanda Agard Belgrave will get hers for the Cavs, you know she will. The baseline jumper, and she was also fouled. She led the Cavs with 13. On the other side for the Bulls, Tony Atherley was the main go-to person. Her strength, her athleticism, and she weaved her way to the basket there. And on the next play, it was an open jumper. She had a game-high 31 points. Helping her out for the Bulls was Ruth Gill, coming up with the steal. A really bad pass there by the Cavs, and the fast break. Gill had 10. A name you weren't hearing much of in this final series for the Cavs was Chana Chester. She was being left alone by the Bulls. Strategy, if you're going to beat us through Chester. And she made a couple jumpers. Actually, she had 10 in the game as the Bulls were down at the end of the first quarter, 17-13. But at the half, they were up 26-25. The Bulls, though, opened the third quarter with a 15-0 run. Gill at the end of this fast break for 2 more. The Bulls actually outscored the Cavs by 21 points in this second half, 39-18. Coming on to the end, they were up by so many points that they just had to run out the clock. They won by 20, 64-44. The Queens' reign is over. Step aside for the new queens of women's basketball in Barbados, Clapham Bulls.
Just kept pushing. We use what we do best, which is athleticism and speed in the open court. You could see that we had them winded, and we took advantage of that. We just kept pressing, pushing, and we came out on top.
We will dominate Station Hill from here on. When you look at it, this is the first time that we ever won Game 2 in a series. They've always won Game 2. Whether they won Game 1 first and then win Game 2, or we won Game 1, they win Game 2. So winning Game 2 the other night proved to them that we can come back in the series and beat Station Hill.
We'll have the boys on the 21 final later on in the Lime Sports World, but now on to hockey. Flying Hop of Switzerland opened their campaign in the Banks Festival with a big win over the local side, All Stars. In a high-scoring encounter at Keynes and Oval today, Flying Hop came away with a 10-5 victory in the Veterans Division. That was their first appearance at this festival. Marsha Boyce was there.
Flying Hop out of Switzerland got off the mark courtesy of a penalty flick from Mirko Sumavia. Their opponents, All Stars, only fielded 7 players at the start of this game, and Flying Hop took full advantage. Patrick Stutz putting them up 2-0. Stutz would get his second goal, the third for his team, just minutes later. An open bars as All-Star standing goalie Jeffrey Webb was playing out. Stutes was quick on the ball and had no trouble getting around his markers. Here he is going for the hat-trick. And once he passed Webb, he was destined for goal. Flying Hop would lead 4-0 at half-time. By the start of the second half, All Stars had 2 more players on the field, bringing them up to 9. But there was no stopping Stutes. Flying Hop up 5-0. Make that 6-0 as Raitas Juriet got his name on the score sheet. With the increase in numbers and maybe a bit of luck, All Stars got their first goal, the shot taking a deflection into the bars. But Flying Hop stayed way ahead, Somavia with his second penalty, 7-1 the score. All Stars would get their second goal after O'Brien Harewood controlled the pass from Webb and beat the Flying Hop goalie. But Bruno Struter would restore that 6-goal cushion for the Swiss. Despite trailing 8 goals to 2, All Stars kept fighting. Webb converting the penalty flick. Then he would pounce on this one, making his way through the defense and hitting past the goalie. But the fight came a little too late as Stutes scored 2 more goals to take his tally to 6. He really saved the best for last and would score from the narrowest of angles as Flying Hop came away 10-5 winners over All Stars. Marsha Boyce, CBC Sports.
Bodybuilding, basketball, cricket, all after the break. Stevenson Bell has added another title to his name for the 2011 bodybuilding season. After winning Mr. Bridgetown earlier this year, Bell added the Mr. Barbados notch to his belt at the recently held National Bodybuilding and Fitness Championship at the Plantation Garden Theatre. CBC's Sean Green reports.
Ramon Broom had a really good night, taking both the junior bodybuilding and the middleweight titles. Julia Davis of Brute Force Gym walked away with the top prize in the ladies bodybuilding category. Shakira Duglin won the ladies bikini contest, while Vicky Borman cleaned up in the ladies body fitness. Samuel Eastman of Fudge Gym outshone the competition in the men's lightweight, and Nicholas Harris took the men's heavyweight. But after all the smoke had cleared, it was Stevenson Bell of the Stadium Gym who walked away as Mr. Barbados 2011. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
Back to basketball, a last-second defensive stop gave City United the James Jones Under-21 title last night in the final against Bayland Basketball Academy. Playing at Community College, City blew a double-digit fourth-quarter lead but held on for the 2-point 73-71 victory.
From jump ball, City United looked like the team to beat. Dario Cumberbatch with the dunk from the tip-off. Then Said Norville with the steal, and Cumberbatch running the floor with another dunk. He had 14. Darren Adams came in off the bench and knocked down 3 three-pointers in a row, all from over on the right side in front of his supporters. He had 12 points. All the while, Jamar Headley was keeping Bayland in the game. After watching those threes, he would get the steal and the slam, but Bayland were still down 39-30 at halftime. Amir Morris was the top scorer for City, and throughout this game he showed his range. There, the big man knocking down the three-pointer, and then he got the shooter's bounce. The lucky Community College rings for another 3. He had 17. Now here's that man Headley again. He gets the steal, he leads the fast break, and the slam. That's a game-high 30 points he had. Norville contributed 10 for City. 2 of his easier points come in here, as City led 60-46 after 3 quarters. But then Bayland went on a run. Headley with the block and the two-handed slam. The stuff of the night, though, came from Antonio Seeley. Here he is, the big man, running the floor, the basket, and the foul. Took the defender up on the rim on his shoulders. He had 11. The Bayland again, though, with that run. Jamal Ford, one-on-one, the off-balance shot. He had 20. Bayland in the game. Cumberbatch, though, for City. This was a crucial basket and the foul. But nonetheless, Bayland were still in it because they too had a basket and foul, which locked the scores at 71 all. However, the free throw was missed, so with 1:14 to go, the scores were all tied. And this was the winning basket. Morris, with the pull-up jumper, is now 73-71. And City closed it out with defense, preventing Bayland from getting off a potential game-winning shot to be the champions of the James Jones Under-21 Invitational Basketball Tournament.
The boys actually wanted it more this year in the finals because they actually put more energy. I personally saw more energy from the players. The first time I saw them diving on the ground after loose ball, so that showed me that they wanted it more, so they played with more heart. It was all the boys.
On now to cricket, Graham Swan bowled England to another stunning victory over India to complete a 4-0 series whitewash, as Sachin Tendulkar fell 9 runs short of a landmark 100th international century on the 5th day of the 4th and final test at the Oval this morning. Still in cricket, Lasith Malinga became the first man to take 3 one-day international hat-tricks as Sri Lanka secured a consolation victory in the final one-day international in Colombo against Australia. Scores: the Aussies 211 with Shane Watson getting 56, Malinga 3 for 35 and Ajantha Mendes 3 for 49. Sri Lanka 213 for 6, Mahila Jarwardena getting 71 for Sri Lanka to win by 4 wickets. Australia though won the series 3-2.